Hey folks, as always, I'm Pocan Joe, and you're pretty cool for coming by. This is my weekly haul video here on a Sunday. Sorry, me and the wife had a long night last night. We were hosting a charity poker event at my local American Legion to assist the Masonic Lodge in some scholarships that we're going to be handing out later in the year. And we're just exhausted. We're just laying around the house right now watching, I think it's Cake Wars. Yeah, that's what's in the background. Cake Wars. That's what you do when you're married. You've been together for a long time. All right, so what did I get this week, and why did I get it, and where did I get it? That should be the question. So let's start with this week's hauls, and I'm going to start everything off with variant cover of Fantastic Four. Of course, I ended up getting this variant cover because, one, it's the thing, and that is cool. Two, that is just clean artwork. I really like it. I'm looking forward to reading this. This is going to be awesome. And, of course, I picked up a couple of other covers for that. I'm really liking these kind of homage covers of Heroes Past and Present. Plus this one right here, just this old school look with Reed Richards wearing that classic hat that he originally wore in the old comic books. The Thing dressed up in his trench coat and hat. And then in the background there, the Human Torch doing his thing with the fire tricks. That is really cool. And, of course, it wouldn't be Fantastic Four without Galactus and Silver Surfer on the front of it. So, yeah, I had to pick up that cover, too. Yeah, I'm a cover swiper. No doubt. Next, we have Invaders. Now, I've been looking through this already, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm really digging where this Invaders series is going. So let's go ahead and get some of these covers up there. Again, we're going to go with the homage to villains. We got the cowboy villains in the front. I got to do a little research on that. I think I know who they are, but I don't want to throw it out there that way. But anyway, we got good old Clayface up there. We got the dragon. We got lots of good stuff going on there. That's really cool. Next, we got this Namor sideways version variant. I really like this. This is super clean. When I saw this, I was like, I got to have that. That is just awesome. And I really like what they're doing with these sideways covers. It's really been cool. Really looking forward to that. See Captain America back in action. And, of course, it wouldn't be a cover this week if you didn't get a Scotty Young one. You look way too happy to be at work. You know, that's a great verbiage for Namor to have out because he's always kind of a mean guy to begin with, almost kind of stuck up. And then, you know, it's just fun and it's interesting. So, yeah, we got that as well. And, of course, you know I like my homage old school covers, especially if there's Captain America on the front of it. I really like this wraparound cover as well. Just good stuff going on there. Can't wait to get deep into that and give a review on it tonight, actually. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. Return of Wolverine, I went with these two variants for that. I thought these were really cool. You know, anything with a skull on it and Wolverine, you know, spiking through it, that's great. And then we got Sabretooth in the background. And once he doesn't look ridiculous, he actually looks really, really cool. So I'm happy to see that. And then, of course, we got Wolverine in stealth mode stabbing a ninja. What's more classic than that? That's what Wolverine does. So I look forward to reading that as well. Really like where that story's going. Hopefully they pick it up in this next issue because the last issue kind of left me hanging and it was kind of dry. Next, Batman Who Laughs. Yeah, that's the cover we went with because what else describes the Batman Who Laughs other than the Batman laughing up there? We're going to get some cool things from the Grim Batman character in this one where he's running around just blowing people up and shooting things, almost like a Punisher type attitude, only he's doing it because he's a bad guy. It's going to be awesome. Definitely should be getting that. Marvel Comic Presents is back up and running with their new issue #1, and in classic form they're going with a Wolverine cover. Again, I had to go with this classic look right here. This 1940s, early 50s type dress. It just looks cool, and plus I'm getting ready to go to Vegas, so maybe I had that on the mind. I'm leaving Wednesday, and when I saw this I was like, almost screams Vegas. I'm getting that. So pick that up as well. Next, Superman. Superman's been dragging on me. I've been very critical of the story. I think I've been hard on it, and that's because I like Superman, and I want a good story, so I'm still following it. Hopefully things pick up in this issue, but, I mean, look at that cover. What screams Superman more than that right there? Ultimately just sick. That I've had enough look. Next, we have a great cover, as they've always done, right there with Dark Justice League. We got a new appearance in this one of a new team, something called the Soup and some other weird names. I'm going to read this today as soon as I get done with this video. Again, review tonight. I really like what they did with the cover here with Detective Monkey and the teeth of the tree here, the bone tree. Everybody being grabbed. I think Swamp Thing looks just kind of weird. I'm not really sure what styling or what artist did that. I don't really like that. But the rest of it is really sharp. And their B covers for this have always been kind of classic. I think this one's a little bit more lackluster than normal. Number 2 for Barbarian. The Barbarian himself, Conan himself. Story left us on a typical storyline that you would generally hear about in Conan. So hopefully this one we get some more details and some goodness going on in there. We will find out. Next, Venom number 10. Again, went with the homage cover on this one. This one's full of heroes. We got a little bit of everything from America to Miles Morales to the newer Ms. Marvel, the older Ms. Marvel, or Captain Marvel, I should say. We got some good stuff here. I've been reading Venom. Venom's been good, but I think this one's going to be a filler issue, talking more about the back story to Eddie Brock. We'll see what happens there. Another one. We're on the road to 1,000. There it is. Batman number 996. Great story going on in this. Great, filled with mystery, detectiveness, and we get just enough violence in there to make us all happy. So far, we've killed somebody from Bruce Wayne's past. We've injured Alfred, and Batman's had enough. And he's going to go get some answers. Last we saw him, he was in Arkham Asylum, and he was about to get some answers. We're going to pick that up today. It'll probably be the first one that I read. Flash, number 1, first appearance of a character by the name of Psyche. Now, you remember they're doing this thing where they're dealing with all these other forces other than the Speed Force. So we had the Strength Force before. I'm not sure what Psyche's deal is, what kind of force that is. Again, this has just been a light read for me. I've not dug deep into this. Maybe I will tonight. I don't know. Depends on how good the storytelling is in it. Wonder Woman, number 62. All right, Aphrodite thinks that love is something that makes people do stupid stuff. Steve Trevor tries to convince her otherwise. Now Ares is involved, and he's tired of Wonder Woman's crap. And they're going to go back at it again. Can't wait to see where that leads. Yeah, we know who's going to win the battle, but how do they win it is always what makes a great story. I can't wait for that. Next, Middle West. Man, this has just been a great book. We got a kid whose dad can turn into tornadoes, and he didn't realize it. He's got some weird glowy heart thing on his chest that some bum wizard had to teach him about. He knows a little bit about it. The kid's got a fox that's telling him where to go. It's like a good cross between the Never-Ending Story, the Labyrinth, and we'll go ahead and throw Fantastical Beast in there too for what's going on. It's like an homage to all of them in this kind of trailer park trashy world. It's just good storytelling. The art in it's even better. Scotty Young has not disappointed. He's going to continue on to impress. X-Men number 10. We're on the road to 12, and man, I can't wait till it's at 12 so we don't have to read this garbage story, and hopefully they bring another writer on. I've been extremely critical of this story. This, it's all in somebody's mind, or it's all this. It's not good storytelling, and I'm just finishing it because the rest of the reviews on it from Blaster or Stash It, we're all reading it, so you can get different takes on it. Some of us are liking it, some of us are not. It's a little bit of back and forth. There's some great character development in it for some of the people that may not know these new X-Men characters. But the storyline's kind of this, Jesus comes down from heaven for the mutants, and the mutants don't like it, and people hate the mutants, and everybody just hates each other, and we're just going to battle each other instead of dealing with our own issues and our own team. A lot of conflict in this, a lot of all over the place. Gotta stick with it because we know another X-Men series will start up after that, and these characters may be very important moving forward. So yeah, this is more like a homework assignment than it is actual enjoying reading the book for me. And by the way, if somebody from Marvel or the creative team is watching this, this is in no way disrespectful to you in any way. Just not my flavor. Next, The Warning. I've been liking this. This comic book, it reads like a military operation. Not a whole lot of talking in it, just the bits and pieces that you need and what it takes to move forward and go forward. It's been really cool. I really like the artwork in it. It's been very interesting. So I can't wait to move forward on that. If you're not reading this, you might want to go get it. Start back over. This particular issue right here is issue number 3, but you're not missing that much if you can't find 1 or 2. This is an easy book to pick up and find out what's going on. Next, Avatar, number 1. Why did I get this? I didn't even know I got it. I think while I was looking through comic books, I had some in my hand and I set it on top of that stack while I was looking at something else, and I accidentally picked this up. I've seen the movie. I don't need to read the comic book, but it is canon fodder for the movie, the sequel that's going to be coming out here soon. So, yeah, I'm going to read it. It's in my stack. I owe you a review on it tonight. So, yeah, well, that's pretty much where we're at with that. Yeah. Next, so that's all my hauls for this week. I was able to pick up some books through the mail because my shipment came in late again of some books I needed last week. So that's Conspiracy Theory. This is the 2nd issue. It is called The Doppelganger. Really cool. Kind of touches on a lot of the conspiracy theories and myths and kind of touches along that stuff with media and how it's controlled. Basically, this is not something to take seriously unless you wear a tinfoil hat. Right? But it is interesting to read. It's kind of funny. I don't mind it. Why not? It just gives you more insight on the way some people actually do think, which is creepy. Next, Project Superpowers. Man, I don't know why this is not a mainstream movie yet. This is just great reading. It's a great cross between X-Men, classic X-Men, like old school X-Men, Silver Age and Golden Age comics, all thrown in together, with just a really cool story behind it, with a little patriotism and just how people can work together. It's just a great story, and the artwork in it is so nice. I wish I could have gotten one of the more variant covers for this, but they were all sold out, so I ended up getting this one right here, The Demon. Next is Freeze. So I promised I would get issue 2, so I got issue 2. I'm going to read issue 2, and then I'm probably going to drop this. This is really not my style of reading. Very wordy. It's kind of unclear why this guy can unfreeze people. It's kind of confusing why everybody's frozen. They're not really explaining it. There was a cool little action scene in the beginning of issue 1, and then that went away very quickly. So maybe this catches back up to a present time. I'm not sure, but the truth is I'm just not that into this book. Issue 2, I'll read it, review it, and be done with it. Next, Bully Wars. This is just fun, stupid reading. You know, if you got a few minutes and you just want to laugh, this is a great book. Scotty Young, once again, I went with this particular variant right here because it just kind of sings to the whole high school bully life and the red ball and getting picked on. It was a great, every issue up to this point has been a great read. This here is issue number 5, and man, I hope this goodness doesn't stop. This is great stuff. Next, Self-Made, same story as Freeze, dealing with AI and a computer world, and it kept resetting. The first one was hard to read, then you got it at the end. Like, it made sense. It was kind of like an M. Night Shyamalan, whatever his name is. It was kind of like one of his movies. You know, it was a big aha moment at the end. Next, Stabby Bunny Forever. People have already dumped on this book all over the place. I'll give it a shot. We'll see what it is. Sometimes my views vary, but I'll give it a fair shot. I've never read any of the Stabby Bunny series. We'll see where that goes. And that's my haul. So news, what's going on? Well, Wednesday, I leave for Vegas. I'm going to SHOT Show. Going to go down there and do some talking, meet some people in the firearms industry, and that's very exciting. And I need your help. If there is a comic book shop that you think I need to go check out while I'm there, leave a description down below. Let me know the name of that shop. It's going to be on a Wednesday, and I like getting my comic books on Wednesdays. So, and definitely would be cool to check out a comic book store down in the Vegas area. Who else can say that except for people in our community? After that, we got C2E2 is going to be coming up. Chicago. Rooms have been booked. Itineraries have been planned. Travel plans have been made. We are going. We are going to be there, and we want to see you. So definitely hit a like on my Instagram. Check me out there. We will be doing meetups throughout the area. So we owe you. So definitely come on out and see us, or let us know that you're going to be at SHOT Show and what you do there. And we're happy to meet with you and talk to the community and get to know you even better. And listen to criticisms or whatever else that you have, because these channels are for you. After that, not really much else going on, I don't think. Honey, is there anything else going on? No, she says, no, there's nothing else going on. So, hey, if nobody's complimented to you today, hey, you're doing fine. You did it right. Don't worry about it. Keep doing it. And as always, come on by Blaster Stash It tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Myself, Spectacular Spider Grandpa, Midwest Comic Guy, Huey's Comics, and, of course, Drew Manchu. We'll all sit there and we're going to argue about X-Men tonight. No, we're not going to argue about it. But we're going to review comic books and have a great time. One other thing I want to share with you, I have posted another another online auction through JRL Auctions. The link's down below. If you like comic books, and if you're watching this channel, the assumption is you do, there is something in that auction that you will enjoy, and I want to be able to do it at a price that you feel comfortable spending. So definitely check that out. I promise you we have close to 290 plus listings on there. I don't care what you collect. There is something in there you want to check out. So by all means, go check that out as soon as you get done with this video. Links down below. And again, a big shout out to our friends over at People's Auction House. They're hosting this one for us. And kind of got the online platform for us as well as the facility to store everything for us. They're a huge help to us. Love them, and they always have great auctions out there. The People's family are just great people to begin with. That's all I got. Hopefully I get to see you tonight. Maybe you'll check out the website. Either way, you're still pretty cool for stopping by here. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.